The mayor of Las Vegas speaking out after the Department of Homeland Security classified Las Vegas as a sanctuary city for immigrants. The department alleges the city is one of several jurisdictions around our country that is obstructing law enforcement immigration officials. Newsroom's Tiffany Lane joins us live from City Hall, and I know you had a chance to go one-on-one with Las Vegas Mayor Shelley Berkley about the classification and what happens next. Tiffany?
Dana, Mayor Berkley says she's made it very clear that Las Vegas is not a sanctuary city. Now, the Homeland Security website says that each of these jurisdictions that have been labeled as sanctuary cities will receive a formal notification of non-compliance. But Mayor Berkley tells me she hasn't received anything.
We're not a sanctuary city. We've never been a sanctuary city.
Mayor Shelley Berkley says she's asked Homeland Security to remove the city of Las Vegas from this list posted by Homeland Security, and it includes jurisdictions from around the country the department claims are obstructing enforcement of federal immigration laws.
The city council would have to vote to designate the city of Las Vegas as a sanctuary city. That has never happened.
Berkley, who went to social media after finding out the news, says no one from the federal government contacted the city before the designation.
We can't understand and have no idea who compiled this list, why it was compiled, what the impact is.
She says the city complies with federal laws.
When somebody is detained or somebody is in court and they're detained in jail, they're to be held for 48 hours, and then it's up to ICE to pick them up. But that's not the responsibility of Metro.
Is there any understanding of what this even means if you aren't listed as being in compliance?
I don't know. And of course, there's always a concern that the threat of withholding federal funding is a real thing, obviously, and we don't want that to happen.
I spoke with Dr. Rebecca Gill, an associate political science professor at UNLV, about whether federal funding has been withheld for sanctuary cities around the country.
Any action on that right now is on hold, and given existing Supreme Court precedent, the federal government isn't likely to succeed here.
Gill says the definition of sanctuary cities has become confusing under President Trump's administration.
This phrase started out as something that was fairly specific and has now sort of devolved into this catch-all of any jurisdiction that isn't really enthusiastically kind of going above and beyond and having their own officers act as immigration officials.
In the meantime, Mayor Berkley says she's reached out to get off that list.
I have been in touch quite frequently over the last 24 hours. Same with Sheriff McMahill and the city communication team, and we're all working together.
Now, I did reach out to the Department of Homeland Security to understand why Las Vegas specifically was added onto this list. I did receive a very generic statement from them saying how they normally classify sanctuary cities in general, and that includes if a jurisdiction self-identifies as a sanctuary jurisdiction, if they're not complying with federal laws, or if they're actually restricting information sharing on certain topics. But again, this is something we're going to dig into. We will check back in with the mayor's office next week to see any updates in this matter. Reporting from downtown Las Vegas, I'm Tiffany Lane for News 3. Back to you, Dana.
Yep, Tiffany, I know you'll stay on top of this, and I'm glad that you will be, because this is not the end of this story. It's really only the beginning of it. This thing could take a lot more twists and turns in the coming weeks and months as well. Tiffany, thank you.